Okay, this is for worksheet 10-2. I'm going to do a couple of the questions on this. It's dealing with lateral surface area, total surface area, and volume for a couple different shapes, but for cylinders, we're also going to have some triangular prisms, some other different types of prisms. This one's actually a hexagonal prism, and for a rectangular prism. So let's go for it. Let's start with the cylinder. So a cylinder, let's look for lateral surface area first. Lateral surface area, the equation for a cylinder is 2 pi r h. Okay, now let's plug those numbers in. So lateral surface area, 2 pi r h. First, we need to look for our radius. Well, this is all the way across, which is called the diameter. How do you find the radius? You take this number and you divide it by 2. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. Then we have our height. Our height, in this case, is up and down, which is 10. So we say 2 times 6 times 10. We end up with 120 pi. And that's our answer for the lateral surface area. Next, we're going to find total surface area. The formula for total surface area for a cylinder is 2 pi rh plus 2 pi r squared. So we're going to write that down here for total surface area. 2 pi rh plus 2 pi r squared. The good news is 2 pi rh is the same thing as what we did for lateral surface area, and we already know that answer. We got it 120 pi. So we're already half done. To fill in the radius for the rest of it, well, the radius is, again, 6 squared. So 6 squared is 36. So we get 120 pi plus 2 times pi times 36. 36 times 2. Multiply those together, we end up with 72. So we get 120 pi plus 72 pi. Now we can add these together. 120 plus 72 is 192. We keep the pi. So our answer for total surface area is 192 pi. Last but not least is volume. The volume of a cylinder is big B times H. I'm going to do it up here. Big B times H. Well, big B, remember, stands for the area of the base. We need to remember, on a cylinder, the base is a circle. Base is circle. So what is the area of a circle? It's pi r squared. So big B is equal to pi r squared. We already know the radius. The radius is 6, so plug that in. 6 squared is 36. So we get 36 pi, and that's what big B is. So 36 pi, plug that in. And our height, we already knew to be 10. Multiply these together. 36 times 10 is 360. Carry along that pi, you get 360 pi. And this is all three of them. Next problem. We're going to go to number 4 on the back. It ends up being a triangular prism. So on a triangular prism, we have, let's find lateral surface area first. So lateral surface area, since it's a prism, we're using the prism formula. We're going to say P times H. And remember, P stands for perimeter of the base. The base of a prism is always by what it's named after. It's a triangular prism, so the triangle is the base. So let's find the perimeter of the triangle. How do you find perimeter? Add up all three of the sides. So 5 plus 6 gives us 16. So the perimeter is 16. The height is the distance between the two bases, which in this case is sideways 12. Multiply those two numbers together. 16 times 12 is 192. So our lateral surface area, 192. Next, let's go to total surface area. Total surface area for a prism is P times H plus 2 times big B. Well, P times H, we already did. PH was lateral surface area, which is 192. 2 times big B. Big B stands again for area of the base. The area of the base. Well, the base, again, is a triangle. How do you find the area of a triangle? Base times height divided by 2. I already know the base is 6. Do I know the height? The height is this right here. No, I don't know the height. I do know that this is a right triangle. This whole base is 6. That means this part is 3. So now I can use Pythagorean Theorem to find the height. So we're going to do 3 squared plus x squared is equal to 5 squared. Again, the 5 is the hypotenuse across from the right angle. 3 squared is 9, plus x squared is equal to 25. Subtract 9 from both sides. X squared is equal to 25 minus 9 is 16. Square root to get rid of the squared. Square root of 16 is 4, meaning the height is 4. And we divide that by 2. 6 times 4 is 24. Divide that by 2, we get 12. So big B is 12. 192 plus 2 times 12 is 24. Add these two together, we end up getting 216, and that would be our total surface area. Last would be the volume. Volume of a prism is same as a cylinder, big B times H. Oh, you need to write it here, big B times H. We already know what big B is though. We found it to be 12, so plug that in. And H height, again on the prism, the height of the prism is in between the two bases, which is 12. 12 times 12 is 144, and that's our volume. Next, we have a hexagonal prism. A hexagonal prism is a prism, these two bases. They are congruent to each other in parallel, remember, on a prism, where the base is a hexagon. So what do we do first? Let's find for lateral surface area first. So lateral surface area for a prism, again, is P times H. P is perimeter of the base. Well, if it's a hexagon, it's a regular hexagon, meaning all these sides are the same. So this side is also 5. This side is 5. The top is 5. This side is 5. This side's 5. They're all 5. Hexagon, 6 sides. So 5 times 6 is 30. Perimeter is 30. 5 times 6. The height is the distance between the two bases, which is 9. 30 times 9 is 270. Next, let's find total surface area. Total surface area is, just like before, pH plus 2b. We already know what pH is. We just found it for lateral surface area, so pH is 270. 2 times big B. Again, big B is the area of the base. Again, this is a regular hexagon. If it's a regular polygon, we use the regular polygon formula for area, so it's 1/2 A times P. 1/2 A is apothem or apothem, which is 6. P stands for perimeter. Well, we already found perimeter. We said it was 30. So we're going to say 1/2 times 6 times 30. And we end up with 90. Awesome. So now we have 270 plus 2 times 90. Well, 2 times 90 is 180. 270 plus 180. And we get 450. Last is volume. Volume of a prism, big B times H. Again on this one, we already know what big B is. It's 90. Height is in between the two bases, which is 9. 90 times 9 gives us 810. Last one, number 6. This is a rectangular prism. Again, it's a prism, so lateral surface area would be P times H, perimeter times the height. The perimeter of what? It's always the perimeter of the base. Well, on a rectangular prism, all of them are rectangles, so which one's the base? It'll always either tell us or it'll give us a shaded side. So the shaded side is what we're going to call the base. So in this case, this rectangle on the right is the base. Similarly, on the left, the base that we can't actually see would also be the base. Prism, two bases. So the perimeter of this, well, this is 6, this is 6. This is 4, this is 4. Perimeter, 6 plus 6 is 12, 4 plus 4 is 8, 12 plus 8 is 20. Perimeter, 20. Height, distance between the two bases, 12. 20 times 12 is 240. Total surface area. Total surface area for a prism is pH plus 2b. pH we already know is 240. 2 times big B. Big B, area of the base. Area of the base on this case, it's a rectangle. Area is base times height. The base is 4. Height is 6. 6 times 4 is 24. So we get 24 for big B. 2 times 24 is 48. 240 plus 48 is 284. And that's our total surface area. Oops, 284. Okay. And volume. Volume of a prism, again, base times height, or big B times height, which is area of the base, times the height. The area of the base we found to be 24, and the height is 12. 24 times 12 is 288. Okay, this is a little practice on prisms and cylinders, and good luck with your test.